Realtors, if you're looking to generate virtually unlimited, high intent, high quality leads through Google Ads, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to be giving you all of the tips, tricks, and secrets that we've learned by spending over $1 million in advertising, running Google Ads for some of the top producing agents and teams across North America over the last 4 years, so you don't have to make some of the same mistakes that we have, okay? And I'm also going to give you our Google Ads Playbook that you can use to follow along step by step, and this includes all of the keywords, ads, targeting, and everything that you need to run and set up a successful ads campaign. And if you stay till the end, I'm also going to invite you to our free agent community where we teach you all of the strategies on how to run and optimize a successful campaign, how to create all of the systems to ensure that you're maximizing your return on your ads, and also how to convert these leads at the highest capacity and really give you everything that you need to completely transform your real estate business through social media. And I'm going to show you how to access that towards the end of the video. Okay, so make sure that you stick around. And this is really going to be one of the most tactical tutorials for setting up Google Ads for real estate. And by the end of this video, you're going to have everything that you need to start running a successful lead generation campaign on Google. And if it's your first time here, my name is Mason Stepaniak, realtor and coach with eXp Realty, and I help realtors and teams grow through social media. And it is my mission to help as many real estate agents and as many teams as possible completely transform their businesses through social media. And if you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and you can keep up to date with more tactical videos like this to help grow and scale your real estate business. All right, so before we go into the tutorial, one of the most common questions that I get asked almost every other day is, what works better? What is more effective for generating high quality leads, hot leads that turn into transactions, Google Ads or Facebook ads, okay? And what's really important to consider is that there are a lot of additional factors that play into a successful marketing campaign, right? And both platforms can work and have worked, and both platforms might not work, right? We've had agents that see a lot of success on Facebook, but not Google. We see a lot of agents that have seen a ton of success on Google, but not Facebook. And we've worked with agents and teams that have seen success on both platforms, right? It's really about the follow-up, the nurturing, and the conversion process on the back end. But generally speaking, right, the intent behind a Google lead is a little bit higher. And I'm going to break down exactly why. Because with Facebook ads, they're using something that we call distraction marketing, okay? So the ads are shown to everybody that is scrolling by, and we are essentially hoping that they are interested in what we are advertising, whether it's a list of homes, a home evaluation tool, a buyer seller's guide, and that they are interested enough to submit their information for us to contact them, right? Facebook also has more limited targeting capabilities through the special ads category, and it's more focused on local markets, right? So it's kind of like a billboard on a highway and having cars drive by. The Facebook feed kind of acts as that highway, and your ad is a digital billboard, okay? And we're kind of hoping that people opt into our advertisement. Whereas with Google Ads, it's kind of like a shopping trip and a storefront, right? Where you go in to a store with an intent to purchase something specific. The Google search kind of acts as the same thing, right? Because whether it's a potential buyer or seller, they have intent, and they're taking the initiative to go onto the Google search and type in homes for sale in Calgary or condos for sale in Vancouver. And it's because of that intent, that initiative, they're usually a little bit closer to converting, and there is a little bit more intent to purchasing or listing, right? And one of the most undervalued things with Google Ads is that it allows nationwide targeting as well. So you're not just limited to the people in your market. because of Google's search capabilities, you can also capture a lot of relocators and investors looking from other markets, okay? So that's kind of the breakdown. Again, what's really important, what really ties this all together is the systems behind it, the CRMs, the website, the nurturing process through video content, automations, and ISAs, as well as your sales abilities to take a absolute stranger from paid advertising and turn them into a paying client, okay? So without further ado, let's dive right into the tutorial. All right, guys, diving in now. Before we get into setting up the Google campaigns, we are giving you full access to our Google Ads Playbook. And this is an accumulation of everything that we've learned in running Google Ads over the last 4 years. And in this playbook, we have everything from the strategy, the required systems and softwares that you can use to completely maximize your returns from Google Ads, as well as all of the necessary targeting, keywords, and everything that you need to set up and run a successful Google campaign. Okay, so we're going to be using the playbook step by step as we set up the ads campaign. All right, so now let's dive into the creation of our Google Ads campaign. We're going to do a buyer's and a seller's campaign. And for this tutorial, we are going to be working on my client's Justin Gagala's website and campaign. And he is located in Phoenix, Arizona. And we're going to be walking through the entire process of setting up his Google Ads campaign. All right. So now going into his Google Ads account, we're going to be using the new user interface through Google. If any of you guys watched my previous tutorial, we did use the older one. They have just kind of updated the user interface, kind of changed the locations of some things. But the actual like strategies and setups, it's relatively similar. Now, we're going to first start by setting up the conversion tracking, okay? And essentially what the conversion tracking is a way to monitor the website activity and the conversion activity which we use to optimize our advertisements and really get an understanding of our ad performance and really use that to know which ads to turn on, which keywords to turn on and turn off, so we can double down on the ads and keywords that are working and shut off the ones that aren't, okay? And this is absolutely essential in running a successful marketing campaign. So we're going to get there by going to the conversions setup right here, and we'll go here to summary, and then we'll set up a new conversion action here, okay? And then we're just going to click website. We will add in Justin's website name here. It's going to just scan it. But what we're going to want to do here is create a conversion action manually. And we can do anything here. We can do submit lead form. I'll just call it lead conversion. You can call it website conversion, whatever you please. The value we're going to leave at 0. This is more for running like an online store, so you can attribute an exact value for every item sold. The count is going to be 1, and then we can kind of leave these all as they are initially set. Perfect. We can leave this blank, and we'll go say continue. All right, so now what we're going to want to do is install the Google tag and the event snippet. So these are 2 different codes that are installed on the header of your website to track the website traffic and the conversion actions, okay? So the Google tag essentially acts as it's installed on the header of your website and monitors the entire website. So for most website providers, you can essentially just copy paste this code and send it to their support team, and they will install it manually for you, okay? So that is the Google tag. For the event snippet, which tracks your conversion actions, this is the code that you want to install. Okay. And again, that can be sent to the support team. Make sure this is installed on your website before running the campaign. I cannot emphasize this enough. Without this code installed, it is going to be really, really difficult to monitor the success of your campaign. Okay. So now we've installed the conversion actions. We're going to start building out our campaign. All right. So we'll click here, run new campaign. We're going to do a leads campaign. Click continue. And this is going to be a search campaign. So what that means is that we are putting up ads on the Google search. All right. We are going to be tracking the lead form submissions. And then since these are cold leads or top of funnel leads, I like to call it by where the campaign is targeting as it relates to the marketing funnel. And since these are colder leads, these are top of funnel leads. Then we'll go buyers search campaign. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're going to focus on conversions. We won't set a target cost per action. Next, for this, we're just going to focus on the search network. The display network is more of Google's network of other websites that we can use to put like graphics on. So like when you're browsing and you see all the side banner ads, those are the display networks. Now, in terms of locations, okay, since this is within the United States, we can set up the campaign within North America for people looking to buy property in Phoenix. But because for us in Canada, if you are in a Canadian market, we do want to kind of keep it within the local market or within the country at least, because right now we are in a bit of a housing crisis and the government did put a housing purchase ban from anyone outside of the country. Okay. So if we come down here in the Google Ads Playbook, we are going to set up our location targeting. All right. So we'll go enter in another location. We want to add in the locations we're going to be targeting specifically, as well as the ones that we want to exclude. Right. So in terms of the location, we're going to be putting in Phoenix, Arizona. So we'll target that. And Phoenix. That. Okay. And now we want to exclude India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, Indonesia, Philippines, Brazil, and Russia. Okay. So Indonesia, exclude China, India, Bangladesh, Russia, Brazil, Philippines. There we go. Good. There we go. Okay, we got that. Russia. Yeah, it looks like we got, okay, perfect. We got everything. Indonesia, China. Okay, good. We got everything there. So for languages, we'll go English. Perfect. Just double check any additional settings there. Okay, good. Go next. Creating your ad. We can just skip this. All right, so in terms of the ad group, so the ad group, if you're familiar with Facebook advertisements, it's kind of similar to Facebook's ad sets. And this is really kind of where I outlined the location targeting, okay? So for the purpose of this example, we're going to go Phoenix, right? And now going into the setup here, we're just going to use the city name that we're looking to target. We have our different keyword structures. And the way that we outline them within the keywords. So for broad match keywords, we essentially just put the actual keyword, no quotations or indentations. Phrase match, we put the quotations. Then exact match. So if we're looking for to put an ad in front of an exact phrase that someone types into Google, then we put these parentheses on here, okay? So now in terms of the actual keyword list, we can take all of these and just copy paste it into, or actually here, we're going to go back to our ad sets. Here. There we go. Go into keywords, just paste these here. So we'll go Phoenix. Copy this. Phoenix, 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 Phoenix. So we'll go Phoenix, Arizona. Perfect. Property for sale in Phoenix, Arizona. There we go. So those are the keywords we need to use. Now coming down to the actual ad itself. This is where we put in the URL, the headlines, and what the actual advertisement is going to look like when it comes up on someone's Google search on their phone or mobile, okay? So going back to our headlines, here we go. Now, what we want to do from the actual website is create a search that's in alignment where we're going to point the people coming in through the advertisement. Okay, so on this, we will incorporate a search and set it up on the website. Go to personalized home search. There we go. Oh, wait, no, we'll go up right here. There we go. Search by map. And typically for this, and it depends on your preferences, but the way that I like to set up the advertisements in terms of like the price range is using your market's benchmark price as a starting point, and then you can kind of start testing different price ranges, different price points that you ultimately want to work in. So for the purpose of this example, we'll keep it open-ended. It is just going to be a Phoenix search. And then we can kind of filter it for homes, like we'll go anywhere from 400,000 to $1 million, okay? So go 400,000 to $1 million. And again, play around with this as you see fit. If you want to work in a more expensive demographic or a specific neighborhood, again, you have the ability to work around. You can do specific neighborhoods, specific products, price points, really whatever you are more focused on serving, okay? So now we've got the search set up on the advertisement, and what these websites do is they'll create this custom search link that we're going to incorporate into the advertisement, okay? So we'll put that right here under the URL. And in terms of the display path, we'll go search, and then, yeah, I usually like to set it up like /search/ the city that you're targeting. So go search /Phoenix. So now in regards to the actual websites, guys, I have this outlined in the Google Ads Playbook, and I have this conversation almost every other day with realtors. Your IDX website is ultimately going to be one of the main driving factors for your success in running a Google Ads campaign. And it's really, really essential to make sure that you have the best website, the ones that are specifically optimized for Google PPC. And in our experience, after working on some of the top producing teams in Canada and working with some of the highest caliber agents and top producing teams across Canada and the States, they all have either Sierra Interactive or Real Geeks if they are running Google Ads. And it's just because these two website providers, they are specifically made to run and accept Google PPC traffic. There are other carriers out there like KV Core, like Chime, like Brevity, but they just aren't created to accept Google PPC traffic. And if we are going in and going through the trouble of setting up the ads, we want to make sure that we are getting the most from our ad spend. And the way that we do that is by running it to a Google PPC optimized website. And the best providers, after doing this over 100 times across the last 4 years, without a doubt, they are Sierra Interactive or Real Geeks, which is a more affordable option. This website that you're looking at right now is a Sierra Interactive website. And this, in our opinion, is without a doubt the best solution if you are looking to get serious about Google PPC. Okay. So now going into the actual creation of the advertisements, we are going to set up the different headlines here. And again, you can, as a bit of like customized research, you can also go in onto Google and search up like, so for an example, we'll go Phoenix, Arizona, homes for sale. Okay, so we don't have any in here. So let's see, Vancouver, homes for sale. And you can check out like some other ads and just kind of use that as inspiration for additional headlines. But generally speaking, these ones will work pretty well and have served us really well across all of our agents' campaigns. So let's start bringing these in here. So we'll go Phoenix property search. All Phoenix homes for sale. Perfect. Perfect home for you. Free MLS search. Search. There we go. Updated listings 24/7. City homes for sale. Fast and free real estate search. Homes you'll love. Another one I like to throw on sometimes is like find your dream home. Okay. So number of active listings. So you can usually find this on your website here. So right here, 1287. Gorgeous, can't miss homes. Your home search starts here. Okay. And what I also like to do, guys, so if we leave it just like this, right, they're going to be randomized on this advertisement. Okay. So what we want to do, and typically what I do is I'll pin these, and anything with the city name or the market name, I will pin at number 1. So anything with Phoenix in this example, we will pin at number 1. There we go. Anything like research related, I will put as number 2. And then anything that's kind of like a statement or like a marketing phrase, I will put as number 3. So a perfect home for you, that would be a 3. Free MLS search would be number 2. Updated listings would be number 2. This would be number 2. Fast and free search homes you'll love, number 3, find your dream home, number 3, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. So we've now got our headlines in here, and I really want to emphasize here, guys, don't pay too much attention to the ad strength, right? I've said the same ads over and over, and sometimes they'll say they're average, sometimes they'll say they're strong, sometimes they'll say they're weak. This will not be an indication of how the campaign is going to perform. It's a really common misconception. You can play around with this and try to bring it up, but again, simplicity here is really going to be what serves you. And coming in and try to fiddle with this to try to make it a strong advertisement, it's really not going to serve you guys. These keywords, these phrases, they've served ourselves and our clients time and time again. So again, just don't disregard this. It's not too big of a deal here. Okay. So now going into the descriptions, we can start adding these in here. So we'll go to Phoenix. Perfect. Add a few of these. In Phoenix. There we go. So now we can see this ad is really starting to come together. But now what we want to do is we want to add additional pieces to the advertisement and have it take up as much space as possible when someone comes into Google. Okay, and we can do that through callouts. We can do that through site links as well. Okay, so for the callouts, very simple. We're just trying to call out the demographic that we're using. So in this case, for buyers, we want to do like upsizers, downsizers, first-time buyers, relocation, or even investors, right? So we'll add those in here. Upsizers, downsizers, relocation, first-time buyers, investors. Okay, so we'll save that. Apply. Perfect. Now for the site links, we can get really creative here, right? Typically for this, there's a couple different ways that you can go about this, right? And the purpose of the site links is to point them to other areas of your website. And we've had agents do this, a bunch of different ways. So if you're trying to target other municipalities with it, like on your website, or you're trying to drive traffic to and get leads from other areas of your city or your market, you can create site links for other municipalities. If you're trying to do different products, so like luxury, townhomes, condos, stuff like that, you can do those site links. And then if you're trying to do different price ranges as well, you can do those. So for the purpose of this example, we will set one site link up for, I know Justin works in Avondale as well, so we'll set up a search for Avondale. There we go. Let that load. And now what we'll do, so we'll create one. Site link text. So we'll do Avondale homes for sale. And we can do the same description, right? Go. Properties around Avondale. Oh. Properties. Let's do a list of properties. Do like Avondale's best homes. Perfect. And then we want to take this list, or this link, sorry, and then put it in there. And there we go. We can add, we have some suggested ones here. So we got about us. So we can add a site link for, Justin's about page. Learn more about Justin, or we'll go about the Gaggle team. Perfect. Start your home search today. Boom. There we go. So yeah, you really have the flexibility to kind of use Google's site links to drive them to other areas of your website. Okay. So now you can kind of see here, this is kind of the display, the rendering of what the ads are going to look like. And you can scroll through these. Just make sure that all of the text lines up, you have all the right callouts, you have the site links, and you kind of test it between both your computer and your mobile devices. Okay. There are other additions that you can add, like business name and logos, or other asset types. But generally speaking, as long as you have the headlines, the descriptions, and then some call outs and site links, your ads are going to perform pretty well. Okay. Now, in terms of the budget, right? And this is such a common question, and it's really, really relative, right? Because everyone's at a different point in their career. Everyone only has so much disposable income or income to invest into advertising. In the general rule of thumb, where we've seen the most success with agents in running online advertisements, it's kind of around the minimum of $1,000 per month mark. Okay. Generally speaking, and again, this is relative to everyone's market, everyone's sales abilities, and there's so many other factors that kind of take account into this. But what I've seen after doing this over 4 years is the average cost per acquisition of a client through online advertising is about $1,000 to $1,500. Okay. So if you are spending $500 a month, that means, again, generally speaking, that it'll take you 2 to 3 months before you get a lead that could potentially turn into a client. If you want to get that a lot quicker and scale a lot faster, then you can use more money. So let's just say you want to get 2 clients this month, then you can invest around $2,000 to $3,000, right? Again, lots of additional factors that play into this, but generally speaking, we shoot for a cost per acquisition of around $1,000 to $1,500. Okay. But as a starting point, we wouldn't recommend anything less than $30 a day, right? And your average cost per conversion for buyers on Google is going to be around $15 to $20. Sellers can range anything from $20 to $40. Those are kind of the KPIs that we strive for. But again, although the cost per lead or cost per conversion is a huge factor to analyze, as long as you're running ads profitably, and typically the CAC, or the cost to acquire a client that we shoot for, is a 3-to-1 ratio, right? So for every $1,000 that we're putting in, we're getting $3,000 out. And if we're doing that and we're getting those returns, we can continue reinvesting into advertising while optimizing the campaign, so we're getting more out of the leads that we are generating. Okay, so in terms of the average budget, I wouldn't, in order to run a successful campaign and get the traction that we are looking for, I wouldn't start with anything less than $30 a day. But again, it's all dependent on your budget, what you can afford to lose. Right? Do not put yourself in a situation where you're in a bad spot financially, right? Don't throw a bunch of money at ads expecting to solve all of, your sales problems, because there are a lot of other factors that will take account into your successful campaign. Okay. So that is it, everybody, for the buyer's campaign. We'll do a quick review here and we should be good to go. All right, so it looks like there's some issues here with the Consumer finance. All right, guys, so that is the setup of the buyer's campaign. We'll just do a quick double check on this guy. It looks like we are pretty much good to go, so we'll click publish. All right, yeah, so they will go into review. Typically, like it says a day or two, but I've seen them go up as quick as an hour, right? And again, cannot emphasize enough, make sure you install or have your website carrier install your Google tag on the website, because it will be required in order to track the conversion actions. Okay, so now that the buyer's campaign is set up, I'm just going to put this on pause here. We are going to now set up our seller's campaign. And the process is really, really similar to the seller's campaign. But instead of running it to a buyer's, like a search on the website, we're going to be running it to the home evaluation tool. Okay, so same thing. It'll be a leads campaign on the search. Be lead form submission, be top of funnel, seller's search. There we go. Yeah, this all looks good. Turn off the display network. Same thing, okay? So we will go Phoenix. Target Phoenix. Perfect. And yeah, English as a language. Perfect. Okay, so we'll skip this again. And for the ad group, we are doing Phoenix. Add in these keywords. All right. Just add in the Phoenix here. Here we go. That's okay. Now we'll pull up the home evaluation tool on the website, and this is what we're going to point the advertisements to. So we'll use that as the final URL, display path, go home evaluation / Phoenix. There we go. Now we'll take all of the headlines here. The most for your home. Perfect. Add a couple more in here. There we go. Okay, now same thing, right? We can pin these, and I like to use the city name as the number ones. Then for the seller's campaigns, you can kind of play around with the phrases here. Okay, so what Phoenix? So we'll put these at 1, 1, 1. one. Check it before you list. So put that at number 3. Know your home equity. Thinking of selling. Put that at number 1. Get the most for your home. Tips to sell your home. Immediate home value. Put that at number 2. How much is my home worth? 3. Okay, perfect. Now for the descriptions, you can take these. Home value estimator for Phoenix. Again, we'll leave these blank. For the callouts, we'll do upsizers, downsizers, investors, and then homeowners. Oh, what happened here? There we go. Yeah, so we'll do a new one. Homeowners. There we go. And then for the site links, again, guys, we can point it anywhere on the website. So we can do about us, contact us, buying a home. We can also set up a custom search. But for now, like we'll send them to a similar search that we created for at the beginning. So we'll do search by map. We'll do Phoenix. Price. Do like the million. Yep. Let that load. There we go. Take that link. Move that over. So we'll create homes for sale in Phoenix. Phoenix. Best homes. Find your dream home here. We'll do the finder URL. There we go. So create that. Then we can do, another one for contact us. Tag us to list your home. Work with Justin Gagola today. Boom. There we go. So we'll click save. Again, guys, we want to disregard the ad strength up here. It will not be an indication of our ad performance. So we can leave that. We'll just do a quick double check. Again, kind of go through some of the advertisements, make sure that there's no spelling errors or anything like that. And we should be good to go. Okay. And again, for the budget, we'll go at $30 a day. And we'll leave it there. Awesome. All right, guys. So now we have successfully set up and launched our buyers and sellers campaign through Google advertisements. Okay. The one thing to consider is, I know everyone loves sellers. It's why we all gonna get into real estate is for listings. But a large part of the sellers that we do acquire are actually coming from buyer campaigns, from upsizers, from downsizers that are looking to purchase, but also have a property to list. And where we found the most success is by putting the majority of our budget towards buyers campaigns for that exact reason. Okay, so a lot of listings that our agents get are from buyers campaigns. I would say probably about 70 to 80%. So just consider that when running your campaigns. And the thing with buyer leads as well is that they are typically a lot cheaper. So you get more opportunities of people that are looking to purchase. Okay, so I would strongly recommend putting the majority of your budget towards buyer campaigns. And then also another consideration is just to make sure that your website is set up to have it. So when you do, or when a prospect does click on a listing, that a lead form does come up. I'm going to kind of show you an example of a lead form here. Okay. So if you come here, there we go. We want to make sure that when a prospect does click on a listing, the lead form comes up and just captures their information. Okay, so at the very minimum, we want to capture the name, phone number, and email. I wouldn't try to go any further and ask more questions on the lead form initially, especially as you're just launching a campaign. You want to keep it super low resistant for anyone coming through. As long as we have a means to contact them through call, text, and email, that's all we're going to need. And then, we can set up the campaign or the website to automate the information into your back-end CRM. Okay. So with all that said, that is how you set up a Google Ads campaign. And if you've been following along step by step and you've taken all of this from the Google Ads Playbook and incorporated it into your Google Ads campaign, you now have everything you need to turn on the campaign, run it, and start generating leads from it. Okay. But one thing I really, really want to emphasize is that the lead generation is just the first step. Okay. There is so much that goes into running a successful campaign. And we actually go through this in the Google Ads Playbook. Okay. Some additional systems that you're going to need in order to maximize your returns from this campaign are the IDX website. Like we discussed, we recommend using something like Sierra or Real Geeks if you're focusing on Google Ads specifically. A back-end CRM, and a lot of a lot of IDX websites will provide a CRM, but we found that they're usually not that great. They're not that robust. The main CRM that we recommend, the one that our team uses, the one that a lot of our top producing teams use as well, is Follow Up Boss. It's incredibly robust, and we strongly recommend using that to maximize the communication and conversion of the leads that you are acquiring. And then in terms of adding extra elements to nurture the prospects, incorporating video content as part of your marketing strategy to educate and develop relationships with the leads that you are generating, as well as an inside sales agent that can really maximize the amount of touch points, amount of contacts through call, text, and email to ensure that the leads are getting contacted immediately. They're getting contacted multiple times per day, and you're really getting the most out of the leads that you are generating and the ad spend that you are generating as well. Okay. Now, if you got some value from this video, and you've taken this, you've implemented it, I want to thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. And if you want to get more training on how to implement all of these different systems, we have a free agent community that we are inviting you to, where we have daily live training and accountability calls on everything from sales, conversions, social media, video content, and these systems. So we really want to make it that so you can take all of this and create a system that you can use to bring in clients predictably every single month and truly transform your real estate business. Okay. And in our community, you're going to be able to collaborate with other like-minded agents that are on the same path as you, as well as be coached by some of the industry's leaders and top performers. We have live coaching calls every single day. And for everyone that does join, you're going to get access to this playbook as well as all of our other playbooks for growing your real estate business through social media. Okay. We're also giving you a free custom funnel for every agent that does join us, our listing presentation, our buyers and sellers guides, as well as other video assets. And you're going to have access to all of our agent coaching team. So you have all of the training, all of the resources and support to really bring this home and implement a system that is going to generate clients for you on demand month after month. Okay. So I will leave a link in the description. Come in, get engaged, make sure that you join us on the calls. We host them every single day. Mondays are all lead generation, ads, prospecting focused. Tuesdays is all social media, video content. Wednesday is all sales and conversions. We'll do different role plays. We'll do objection handling as well as listen into some of your sales calls. Thursdays is all about systems and implementation and recruiting, and bringing all of this that we talked about today full circle. And Fridays are our general Q&A. Okay. And on this, you can come in, you can ask questions, you can collaborate and network with other agents that are similar and growth oriented and have the same mindset as you, and really grow your network. Because ultimately, guys, our network is our net worth. And we really want to give you everything that you need to succeed in the real estate industry. And the best part is that it is absolutely free to join. All you have to do is click a link. I will leave it in the description, and you get access to all of this. You'll be able to hop on these calls, ask myself and the other coaches questions, and get support, and really utilize everything that we've learned producing in the real estate industry over the last 4 years, so you can take it and implement it into your business and see a massive transformation in your business and in your life. Well, that is the tutorial, everybody. I hope you got some value from it. And if you followed this through to a T, you now should have everything that you need to set up and launch a successful Google Ads campaign. And if you found this valuable and you want more content like this to grow and scale your real estate business, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. And if you want more training like this and more tactical support on bringing this all full circle and bringing it home, and you want to be coached by myself and other industry leaders and top producing agents and team leaders, make sure you join our free agent community, Agent School. It's completely free. I'm going to drop a link in the comment section below, and we really give you everything that you need to tie this all together, including all different resources, the systems, the sales training and scripts and coaching, and support from myself and the other Agent School coaches. And I hope to see you in there so we can help you grow and transform your real estate business. Thanks again for watching. My name is Mason Stepanek, and we will see you on the next video.